Hello everyone, I'm here today with another review for The Long List of the Booker, and that time is Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. So this is one of the few ones that I have read physically, but I was happy to go back to a paper book, so that's already a positive. So this book is about Klara, obviously, who is an AF, an artificial friend, which is a type of AI that is designed to be with children, especially sick children, and help them through, well, not having friends and having to be sometimes in bed, and also it's trained to be able to look at signs of things going wrong with this child. So we meet her first when she's in the shop, trying to see if she will be chosen by any of the children, and she finally is chosen by Josie, and she goes with her to her house, and Josie is it's sick because she went through a procedure of genetical modification to make her, they call it enhanced. So she's supposed to be smarter because of this treatment. But it often goes wrong, and then she's quite sick at some point. And we follow that that relationship of Josie and Klara, and the struggles of Klara. We see it from Klara's perspective, so the struggles of Klara dealing with the fact that Josie is getting worse. Klara has this almost adoration and mystification of the sun, because she's sun power, but also there was this time when she was in the shop that she saw a beggar kind of sleep or pass out in the street, and she thought he was dead, and then when the sun came out the next day, he woke up and he was fine. So she gives healing powers to the sun in her mind, and we see how she's trying to make a deal with the sun to save Josie. Another interesting relationship I haven't heard many people talk about is the fact that Josie has a neighbor called Rick that he has not been enhanced, and he struggles going through life without that, because most rich kids do get enhanced, and he has not been because his family is poor. So that struggle, and also Josie and Rick have feelings for each other, so we also follow that. And we also look a lot at the motivations for each parent to take the path that they have taken in life, and respect with their children especially. So yeah, that's more or less the setup of the story. So there are a lot of topics in this book that are touched upon. There is the debate about AI. Also, at some point when Josie gets really sick, the mother kind of asks Klara if she can become Josie if needed, to continue that legacy. So then there's the debate if an AI can become a person, and what is the difference between an AI and a person. There is also, of course, the fact that Klara has this adoration for the sun, and all the environmental concerns that brings, with clean sources of energy versus less clean sources of energy, and that, but taken to a religious level almost. Then there is the religious aspect of it itself. So even though there is no debate of religion or anything, there is that religious aspect of Klara treating the sun as a god, almost, and that, those feelings of full trust and in this god or this sun, but not on themselves. So yeah, that's also there. And then there is also, of course, the debate about genetical modification of people, and what implications that will have in the world and for these children, both in the terms of it will hurt them because they will become sick, or if they don't have it, would that hurt them because they will not have the same opportunities as the other children, and then it becomes a matter of money if you do well in life or not. And yeah, how the parents deal with those moral concerns, I guess. So yeah, there are a lot of topics that this book touches upon. For me, this is not a huge book. It's, I think, 300 pages pretty much. That was too much. It doesn't go in depth into anything that much for my liking. I think that there was too many strains of thought to be put in one place. So to merge all of those, I don't think it was successful. I think if we're talking about human versus AI, The Employees by Olga Raven was a lot more successful than this. Looking at that dichotomy, if we talk about the environment, I think that Richard Powers' either Bewilderment or The Overstory is more successful at that. And yeah, if we talk about enhanced children, even the value of these children, even by Kazuo Ishiguro himself, was better explored in Never Let Me Go. So I think it was just trying to do too much, and also I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this started as a middle grade novel. So at some points you can feel that kind of oversimplified things, and there are already too many things going on, and then you are trying to oversimplify them. So for me, it was just like, I don't know, I would have preferred the book to focus on one single thing, to be able to explore it in a deeper way. I don't think this went deep enough in any of the topics that it was trying to discuss. And I don't know if that was the intention, but for me it felt that it was not enough. It was too much on the surface for me to really appreciate what it was trying to do. With that said, I did enjoy the read. I think it was an entertaining one. I think that Kazuo Ishiguro can definitely write. Although I think that my favorite books from Ishiguro are ones that are set in the UK, because he has a certain Britishness to his writing that I really appreciate and I really enjoy. And this, for some reason, was set up in the US. There is a British character. Rick's mom is British, but it's mostly set in the US. And so it's not as effective for me in the writing, just because it's not in a British story. It happened the same when I read A Pale View of Hills by Ishiguro as well, which is set in Japan for a large extent. I don't think it works as well for me. I don't know why. It's very difficult to explain. But overall, I enjoyed the reading experience. I think the characters were rich enough, and I was invested in some of them, especially Rick. I think it was a great character. But yeah, I think that it ultimately could have been much more than what it was. And when I finished the book, I just felt a little bit disappointed by it. So yeah, I don't know, it's again one of those books that it's really hard to talk about, because it was enjoyable enough. It's not a bad book, but it could have done so much more. So yeah, for me, it's a middle of the road thing again. And yeah, I think this one is the last one I'm reading for now, for the long list. I only have one left from the long list, and I don't know if I'm going to read it. Depends if it makes it to the shortlist or not. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Kazuo Ishiguro's Klara and the Sun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have read it and what you thought about it. I definitely think that among this list, it does deserve a place. It's not just because Ishiguro is very famous. I don't know if it will make it to the shortlist. I don't think it will win. But yeah, I think it was a good book. I'm glad I read it. And yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments, and until next video, bye!